Alrighty, welcome back, everyone. We've got 1 minute to go until Rocket League decides to set up our finals here. We have the JH Bruns Broncos team coming out of a school just off of Bishop Grandin there, way on the southeast corner of Winnipeg, versus Kalvin Red from downtown Winnipeg. Both these teams are really exciting, and we've seen some excellent play from them. What do you think about that, gentlemen? How they've been doing?
I like that intro. I like the I like the setup of just outside of Bishop Grandin.
Ooh.
One school.
It's so ostentatious.
The Rocket League team. Yeah, it's good. Oh man, it's going to be such an exciting match. You mentioned that JH Bruns has gotten the better of Kalvin when they faced off before, but I think that if there's any time for that to change, it would be now, because they've just been so competitive all throughout this these playoffs, and both teams are just looking absolutely on fire. You know, we said in both matches there was a chance for them to drop a game, but neither of them did. They just, they didn't lose their momentum, and they're both going to have it coming in here. So I have no doubt we're about to see some fireworks here.
Indeed. This will be interesting because there's some very, very strong players, and you've actually mentioned that a couple of these players have played against each other in the past, Static Struck and Wonderized, or sorry, with each other.
Yes, right. Yeah. That's actually something to really dive into, is that Static Struck and Wonderized know each other's playstyle well enough to take a game off of, for instance, in our, I keep harkening back to our tournament where I've seen these two teams before, but Static Struck and Wonderized's team, they took a game off of UBC Okanagan, the UBC official school team, which was our top seeded team in the entire tournament, and just taking a game off of that team is an accomplishment itself, and a heck of an accomplishment at that. So really excited to see how these two players, who clearly have gotten to know each other and each other's play style, how they face off against each other. And the thing is, Static Struck is more of a support player over on the side of JH Bruns, and it's iNutty who really is going for the scoring. So that's, I'm really excited to see this matchup between Static Struck and Wonderized, to see, if Static Struck's, strong defense can deal with Wonderized's individual excellence here.
Indeed. We are just working on getting connected here to spectate. This should be going here. We should have this match in progress in a second here. It's playing nice to me.
All right. Fingers crossed as we load in. And this one is a best of 5, so lots of time. Not only have they had lots of time beforehand to sort of get a feel for each other, but they've got lots of time in terms of, even within the series, getting to feel each other out, how each other are playing today, what the tendencies are right now. Oblivion, in your experience, what do you approach a best of 5 differently than a best of 3, or do you take it like one game at a time?
I have to go with one game at a time. Honestly, if you let one game bring you down, then obviously you're not going to do well in the other ones. But even if you do get those 2 games down, you can still come back. But it is a rough road if that is the path that you're taking.
Mm-hmm. Mental reset after each game. Just having a couple of connection issues, but there we go.
Here we go. All right, we are joining in. They're playing on Wasteland here. So we've got Kalvin Red on Team Blue and the JHB Broncos on Team Orange here. Let's see how they do.
All right, red is Kalvin. Orange is the Broncos.
Static Struck. Blocked by Wonderized.
All right, we already get the matchup. The two rivals, which is a rival we may have created in our heads, but we're going with it anyway. I don't care. And Gordcat. Oh, Static Struck opens up here. Look at that. Already it is JH Bruns taking an early lead there with Static Struck nailing that shot from close range.
Just getting that weird angle that nobody was expecting. Getting it right to the top of the net immediately.
Yeah, and Kalvin are going to be on the back foot already off of that play. Yoda going for the bump. iNutty, dangerous player here, but not a very dangerous position in the corner as Gordcat gets the bank. Oh, iNutty with such a great save. Just nailing that one wide.
Static passing out to him, cleared by Wonderized.
There's Yoda trying to get some purchase, but only manages to keep it in the middle. Gordcat getting it closer. Here's
Wonder
Wonderized with the shot. There's iNutty with the save, and these two players are going to have a showdown in this best of 5. There's no doubt about that. Hugely skilled star players from both of these teams. Static Struck now.
iNutty more on the defensive this game, as before we've seen that he was the main player where Static Stroke was setting him up. As we say that, iNutty unable to save Wonderize's shot.
And more on the defensive is not the answer against some dribbling like that. Wonderize just pops it up. That's a signature play so far for Wonderize. You know, just getting exactly the right timing on that elevation of the ball. And 1-1 is the score. We're off to a heck of a start, as we knew we were going to be.
This is going to be some great games here. iNutty and Static Struck are a terrifying combo to see here, as they have very good passing plays from what we've seen in previous games. On the other hand, you have Wonderize here with his two teammates backing him up from time to time, but he's the main star of the show, it looks like here, as he goes for another shot on net.
Oof, yeah, back a few seconds
Gordcat
ago,
coming up.
Saw a good try on the pinch there from iNutty off the ground, but Wonderized with a chance of his own. Here's Yoda. Bit of a weird angle coming in there, but Gordcat is first to the ball, getting it into the corner. Getting a
Trying to get
nice
something
bounce
set up
there
for a
off the-
teammate there.
Off the front, and here's Wonderized with another shot, so close to the net there. iNutty tries to clear, but
I've made a mistake, but he gets it around Wonderize as well, and gets the
Look
shot
at
on
that.
net.
oh man,
Showing
look at this
Wonderize
replay.
at his own game there, getting that huge flick.
iNutty takes it court to court. Absolutely
Not even a
every
flick.
inch was used of the field there, and iNutty puts it in from far. That came from his own corner, off to the side, the other side in the middle, and then into the net. Beautiful by iNutty there.
Gordcat and Yoda looking for the ball.
Yeah, Static Struck now. Good control. That's denied by Wonderized. Back to iNutty. And a bump there, but it will still end up
Static Struck
orange
trying to
side.
set something up. Is he going to take it himself? iNutty going to come in? What's going to happen here?
Ball is so high up.
Close, but Wonderize saving.
Wonderized just barely gets in the way of that one. And now another chance for Static Struck. That one gets pinched wide.
Static Struck at the net.
Wonderized with a nice bounce out into the front. Oh, Yoda just didn't quite get the angle on it. And there's Wonderized not letting up.
Paco going for those demolition plays, just sitting in the other team's field, but with zero boost on him, it's not going to do too well. iNutty with
iNutty
a
just
brutal save.
gorgeous right there. Yeah, Wonderized. Such a good shot, but iNutty is in the way. Here's Wonderized losing momentum there.
Gets past
Getting-
one, but iNutty is a brick wall right now.
Yeah, iNutty. Oh, look at that bump!
Bumped out by
Oh, my
Static Struck.
Static Struck, and we told you Static Struck. No, you might not be making the flashy goals happen. Look at that. Just
He is truly a team
perfection from
player here.
Static Struck. Unreal, and that was iNutty with the goal credit, but Static Struck deserves the accolades for that one. And it's 3-1 here for JH Bruns.
Taco Bell on the other side of the field. Not a good play for early game, but we'll see if it works out for them. Wonderize is almost getting a goal. iNutty on huge defense game today.
Yeah, iNutty just doing it all, and yeah, just in the way. Wonderized making the same plays he was making
Static
against
Struck going
DCI
for that
Black,
roof
but
shot.
iNutty was in the way every time, and once again clearing it back into the corner. Wonderized going for the play.
Nice.
iNutty demo from behind. Yoda trying to capitalize, but doesn't get a direct hit.
It looks like game one with another goal from Static
yeah.
Struck is going to Kalvin Red.
There we go. Kalvin Red will confirm this one. With a fourth goal and 4 seconds on the clock, they're going to go through the motions here. And then we will move on to game 2. And popped up in the air. They're just gonna iNutty going to extend the clock a little bit, and there we go. Broncos take the first, and it looked close, but man, iNutty
Indeed.
and
This
Static
is
Struck are combining for such nice plays here.
indeed. It's just awesome to watch. I think one of the things that I've been seeing here is, in particular, I've been noticing it with iNutty, but he seems to be in the right location. Like, he's seeing where the ball's going to be instead of, like, a newbie like me going and chasing the ball.
Yeah. When I was talking to Oblivion a while ago, when we were first sort of getting ready to do some commentary on Rocket League, we talked about Oblivion was telling me about the concept of rotation. And we'll talk about that later because iNutty just scored right off the hop. Let's watch this again because I don't even know how
went
he
for
did
that.
Just Wonderized.
Wonderized is not prepared. Both of his teammates not going for the ball. And just a quick note on that. In higher level Rocket League, it is general rule that the person on the left goes, whoever's closest to the ball.
Okay.
So with most lower level players don't know this, but if you're on the left and no one says anything in the chat saying I got it, or you're not communicating with your teammates, the person on the left is supposed to go.
That person on the left expected to go, and there are players in this game who likely know that, and there are some players perhaps who may not be as well acquainted with those high level etiquette. It's an interesting one to.
It's an unwritten rule of the game.
Yeah, exactly. Just like Rule 1, which we haven't encountered it yet, but the gist of it is if you end up getting into a head-on engagement with another car, you got to keep holding that gas pedal, baby.
If it wasn't for Wonderized there, iNutty almost having a roof shot as Static Struck gets demoed.
Give Birdman a call. Get him to tune in.
Tune in right now to this
Exactly.
Grand Finals match. We're going to see some roof shots.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And there's Wonderized poking it back out. What I was saying before, speaking of
Positioning and
being
rotations.
in the right place at the right time, exactly. Rotations and making sure you use that boost to your advantage. Every time I try to start talking about it, there's a goal chance, but that's part of the beauty of watching a really great Rocket League player like iNutty is their ability to find their lines, right? Find places where they can head towards the correct position on the field, as well as find those boost pads that allow them to continue their momentum. And it's such a tough balance. It's it's part of what makes the skill level of this game so high, the skill cap of this game so high.
For sure.
And iNutty just showing us that in this series in particular. Wonderized has shown it to us as well, but in this case, got such a showdown here. Very, very slow pace. So much tension right now in this game too.
iNutty trying to get something here. He looks like he's going for another roof shot. Maybe not just dribbling the ball. Zach Struck trying to take it away, but it hits the crossbar.
Struck tries to go for the shot, but like you say, just off. Crossbar there. Wonderized trying to clear. iNutty continues to survey the battleground. Here comes Yoda into the middle. Wonderized catching that one. Not quite getting the goal. Static Struck this time.
iNutty going for another roof shot.
iNutty, he wants him right now, but it might be Static Struck going for the shot. There's Wonderized to save. Right place, right time. Going to make it to this ball first as well. Going to be disrupted, but Wonderized does get it into the middle. Here's Gord Cat, doesn't quite get it over Static Struck, and there's the demo.
iNutty with a flick. It's around Yoda, right into the net.
Man.
This guy's on fire.
Unreal from iNutty. Whoa, look at that control. I'm speechless from that. And that's going to be 2-0. JH Bruns taking in a late second goal. 140 left. And Wonderized almost gets that, but just didn't quite find the angle.
From what we were seeing in the tournament, Static Struck, also like being one of the big players on Elusive, alongside Wonderized, was an absolutely phenomenal combo.
Yeah.
just seeing these two players play together and being able to complement each other's strengths was absolutely amazing to see.
Yeah.
But now against each other, it looks like Static Struck and iNutty make the better combo here.
Yeah, iNutty, you know, player 3 has entered the game in terms of that matchup for sure, as iNutty making a name for himself, but can't count out the rest of these players who, you know, as much as it might look like individual plays, although Wonderized trying to show us exactly that, not quite finding it. Looks like individual plays, but some of the positioning isn't quite as easy to see from a spectator's point of view. So credit to Gordcat and Yoda here, but it's Wonderized going for another shot. Static Struck will save that one. Sent back in.
Wonderized trying to get another shot. It looks like no one's getting it in to either net right now.
Gordcat didn't quite get the timing there, and it's going to go back.
Oh, and a Rule 1 has just broken out on the field, as you were talking about earlier.
Rule 1.
If
Do
we
we see it?
can, if we can look back around there, you can see it midfield
There
there.
we go.
There's two
Rule
players.
1 over there, and will Static Struck take advantage? It's Gordcat and Taco Bill ending with a Rule 1. I knew we would see it
Fantastic.
eventually.
You know what?
We do go up 2-0.
Gordcat versus Taco Bill. Just even just the names are just entertaining there.
Exactly. Yeah. That is just that is perfection right there.
Yeah, these teams are
Glad to see.
amazing to watch. I've in particular this past one watching how Static Struck and iNutty have systematically shut down Wonderized, who has been so
Yes.
amazing in other matches.
Yep.
It's been
Yep.
really tricky to do.
You saw those exact same ideas from Wonderized in this as he used up against previous teams, but like you say, iNutty and Static Struck denying those plays, you know, the Jordan rules,
Indeed.
focusing on that star player and shutting him down, and it's working, you know, and when they find their opportunity, they pounce.
Indeed. So we have here JH Bruns Broncos versus Kalvin Red. This is game 3. The JH Bruns Broncos are up 2-0 in this best of 5 series. So this could be our championship match here.
Yep. Championship point for the Broncos. And they might look for a point here. Static Struck. And that's a 3-car offensive towards the goal. Look at this setup here. iNutty in the corner and both players ready to pounce on that one. And indeed, Static Struck does just that, putting them up 1-0 30 seconds into the game.
iNutty looking for a shot here. Taco Bill is also up. Passes out to Static Struck. And it rolls right into the net past Gordcat.
Wow, they just found an opening there. And it was just a little bit of chaos in the back lines. Both Gordcat and Yoda going in the wrong direction and not able to correct. Static Struck puts it home from far away.
Completely unaware that iNutty, instead of just going back to net, decides I'm going to push this ball back to my net with me for Static Struck to get it sooner than later. And gives them a huge advantage over the other team there.
Wonderized! Oh my goodness, they just cannot get it through as iNutty and Static Struck
Just as you say
just
that,
continue, but as if I'm controlling it with a caster curse. There goes Wonderized. And just gets it out of the defense as they did defend that first chance well, but they got a little bit out of sorts and overcommitted in order to do it, and Wonderized is able to take advantage there. That's 2-1.
Wonderized going for
Wonderized
another
going
one.
for another one. No way! Wonderized with the second goal instantly off the wall. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Pushing it
Wonderized.
just out of the way of the defense there. Absolutely insane.
Unreal from Wonderized, tying it up there. Wonderized might have found a new level here, but Static Struck
Struck.
looking to correct. There's Yoda with a beautiful save, just in time to get that one away. Has to reposition.
Taco and
Wonderized,
Yoda almost
another
getting into
chance.
another Rule 1 just on the
Yeah.
back lines there.
Oh man, how long would it last? And there, right off the post, there is Static Struck to complete the play. And 3-2, just as quick as you could say it. It is the score. Static Struck, yeah, just Wonderized was out of position.
Not
That's
ready.
a really nice setup there by Taco.
Wonder Eyes looking for the early shot here. Can you get it around iNutty?
Good play there by iNutty to get it around Gordcat, but not able to get it around the other two. Here's Static Struck with a long shot again. Wonder Eyes goes for the boost, but doesn't make it. Not fast enough, and Static Struck. These long shots, Oblivion, just unreal. So hard to predict.
Sure, it looks like that shot just went past the two. They were too far up. So their positioning there needs to change for this game to go back into their favor. As they get another goal.
Oh no!
iNutty just blasting it into the net.
And look at this.
Right off the
wall.
kickoff.
Boom.
Taco Bill with an assist.
Beautiful there from JH Bruns to complete that one. And they are looking dominant. They are looking like the momentum has, well, it has continued. They are the juggernaut of this tournament so far. Wonderized.
Ryan, but Static Struck is going to get it out of there.
Just to make some magic here.
iNutty getting it over Yoda, bringing it down. Demo's Wonderized, but the ball is lost.
Static Struck in a bounce over to the corner. That is Wonderized.
Players turn it back.
Wonderized
Wonderized
again
getting
with
it
a
over.
great shot. Just hits the post there, and
iNutty on the roof shot. Musty flicks.
Oh.
Wonderized staves.
Has to put it towards the middle. Just bounces it up in time. Here's Static Struck near the back. So dangerous from this position, and watch out for that shot. There's Wonderized with the save. Static Struck again. And it goes in somehow. Oh my goodness. Static Struck just continuing to put it on net over and over. And this time it gives a bit of a weird bounce, but Yoda just couldn't get the right angle to stop that one. And they're up to 6 goals here. JH Bruns just building and building. Looks like they were just warming up before. Wonderized. Might have something to say. Going for the play. Doesn't quite get it. Cleared
Nutty
over
looking
there.
for another shot. Gordcat unable to respond.
Oh, man. From his own corner. From absolutely downtown. From the suburbs. He puts it in.
When you have someone that's able to launch it that far, you always want to have someone in your side just to be ready for shots just like that.
No.
As I say that, iNutty gonna get another one here.
iNutty is absolutely on one, and JH Bruns are asserting dominance in Game 3. They are ready to take that banner home right now. They got 2 minutes left, but there are 6 goals separating them.
You
from
hate
their
to see it.
opponents, and it is going to be almost impossible to come back here. Yoda going to have to try to contribute on offense going forward. Getting it pretty close, but it's iNutty to deny, and there's Wonderized getting juked out. Static Struck is the closest. Taco Bill coming in, doesn't manage to grab that one. So it goes back to Wonderized, who is trying to find an angle to put it in the middle, but just like we mentioned, that defense is staunch. Defense is
Static Struck
iron.
missing off the roof. iNutty is the only one back. Wonderized
Look at
looking
this.
for a third goal, but saving.
The ball has lost all momentum, and Wonderized just kind of piddles it in there. Absolutely.
Just a game of back and forth
Static
until one
play,
player
yeah.
is unable to respond.
Yeah, juggling back and forth, playing hacky sack over at the net. Now Wonderized ends up coming out ahead there. That's the 3rd goal. But it's going to take pretty much a miracle for Kalvin to come back into this one. We'll see if they can do it. No doubt it would have to be off the back of Wonderized making some wonderful plays, but if he gets demoed, Gordcat actually with a break. Is Gordcat going to be able to put this one in? Yes, he does! Gordcat on the breakaway. A bad bounce for JH Bruns, and Gordcat capitalizes.
Just
Look at
able to
this.
catch up right before he hits the wall, too.
Yeah, good juke there onto iNutty, who didn't predict the Didn't predict it properly there. So 4-8 with a minute left. Oblivion. It's not possible, is it? No way, right?
I don't believe so. With
Oh,
another goal
no.
from Nutty
Oh,
here, I don't believe it's
shouldn't say it.
possible.
I shouldn't even build it up. 9-4 now. 53 seconds
They
to
can
go.
try all they want, but I'm not sure if they can get 5 goals in 53 seconds.
And putting up a fight at the end, and you know, you have to be getting excited with the breakaway like that from Gordcat, but iNutty just continues to put him home here. Want to be able to find this one. Try to clear. The start, Yoda misses.
No, you just bringing it around the whole field here. Not sure exactly what his plan is. Gets the flip reset off the ball.
Wonder Eyes to clear.
Taco Bill missing.
Yeah.
I know he's coming back in. I misspoke there.
No worries. There's Wonder Eyes. Missing in the middle.
Is it a rule 1? Oh, no, Wonder Eyes did not.
It wasn't a rule 1. Wonder Eyes didn't take the bait. But here's a long shot. Wonder Eyes with a good save. And oh no, that's such an unfortunate bounce. And Static Struck does well to put that one in, but it's a 10th goal, the highest scoring game we've gotten so far. And, well, this is a bloodbath here.
Wonder Eyes just unable to compete with the amount of skill coming from these two players passing back and forth, and Taco being in the mix as well, helping out where he can.
Exactly. Taco there with the demo, opening up some space out there. Here's iNutty. And, folks, this is going to do it. iNutty trying to get one more fancy little play, and there we go. It finally hits the dirt. The JHB Broncos are your champions for this tournament. Yep. Yeah, really, really incredible. It's been a pleasure to watch all of these games, you know, and see how, you know, how exciting it can be to watch, you know, high school Rocket League, right? Like, it's just, man, this is so cool. It's kind of hitting me now how special this is, you know, to be able to get to basically, you know, be involved with this kind of level of competition, you know, with all these Manitoba high schools. What an amazing event. And we can see that JH Bruns is a leader in that field with a dominant performance over, you know, an also really, really good Kalvin Red team here. And Wonder Eyes, you know, leading the charge there, making a case of his own for MVP. But yeah, unreal there from JH Bruns, and well-deserved win. Looks like the stream's muted here, by the way. Or at least you are. That'll do it.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, this is as I was saying before I accidentally unplugged this. It's awesome to see all these teams, and we've got teams from. This is the first time that their school has had an esports team, to teams where they've got players who should really consider joining esports teams after high school, and they could see where they could go because they're doing really, really awesome things.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah. Congratulations once again to all the teams who played and, you know, made it to the playoffs. And congratulations to JH Bruns for taking that banner home there in that last match in, you know, such an impressive fashion. And yeah, like you say, you know, if you see this and you get excited about it, there are opportunities to play esports outside of, you know, high school. And you know, I'll just send out a quick plug for Manitoba Esports as one of them. You know, we welcome any high school teams and high school players into our leagues, and we do a broadcast very similar to this for all of our games. So, yeah, you know, just piggybacking off of that, if you're into this, hit us up.
Indeed, and this is a good opportunity for students after you graduate high school. Well, MHSEA is for high school. We're looking for more players as we go. Our League of Legends is starting tomorrow, actually. After high school, there's lots of places to go. Manitoba Esports is a good opportunity for that. Yep. So JH Bruns Broncos, congratulations to the team that's in the southeast of Winnipeg, just off of Bishop Grandin there, with their coach, Mr. Furshaw, and then their 3 players there, iNutty, Static Struck, and Taco Bill. Congratulations. I'll be getting in touch with you guys. We've got a banner for you, so that's really awesome. You can hang it up at your school. I see in Twitch chat there, will there be a season next year? I would love there to be a season next year. I'm hoping that we will be able to play in person next year. I know our League of Legends season has been much better when we've been able to join each other and play in person from school. So I would like to do that. I don't know, though. I don't know what it's going to look like, but I would love to do a Rocket League season next year.
Awesome.
Yeah. The other one is, if things permit, I will also see if I can do maybe sometime in May we'll do an evening or maybe a weekend tournament for Rocket League, just to see if we can keep some momentum going here and keep the interest in.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can personally say I'd love to be involved if you'd have us back.
Absolutely.
But in any case, I'm so excited to see that this is happening, man.
Yeah, absolutely. And if if you're watching this and you know people from your school who are interested in either League of Legends or Rocket League, or we're also trying to get Smash Brothers going as well. And if we can do that in person next year, that's really, really awesome. So if you have that, talk to your teachers, get them to contact me. You know how to get in touch with me either on Twitch or on Discord here. Either that or check out the Manitoba High School Esports Association, and we'll see what we can do. We're trying to get esports going, because this is a really cool opportunity for so many good things in our schools here.
Sweet. You mind if I give one more little shout out?
Absolutely.
And that is that if anybody was watching today and kind of was interested in the whole broadcast element of this, and interested in maybe doing some sort of commentary or being on some sort of like analyst desk type of thing, what you can do is you can reach out to me at wes@manitobaesports.com. wes@manitobaesports.com. Send me an email. Let me know that you'd be interested in joining the broadcast team, because we're always looking for more people to do commentary, do analysis, help out with administration and these type of things. So if you're interested in that, if you liked what you heard and you think you'd like to get into that, just send me an email, wes@manitobaesports.com. I'll actually quickly type it in chat as well.
Yeah.
And we'll have a chat and we'll get you involved. It's it's open to everybody, and we can always use more people. The more the merrier. So
absolutely,
that's my last thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And for stuff like this, it's I am not the best Rocket League player in the world. In fact, last I checked, I'm in the bottom 5% of players. So, but you can be involved in organizing it or helping run it or behind the scenes, and that is just as valuable to us. So that's really, really good. Yeah. So congratulations again to our JH Bruns Broncos team. Congratulations to Kalvin Red for coming in second. Congratulations to the players for an amazingly hard-fought match with some really, really fantastic plays. And we'll see you next year. Keep in touch. Let's see what we've got here. Have a good night, everyone.
See ya.